Would you then say that your meeting has had the desired effect, considering that shortly after your visit, I think your visit was on a Wednesday or Thursday, I'm trying to get the exact dates now, but shortly after your visit, there's been a spew of press releases from the APC and the PDP. The first one by the APC was released on Friday, saying that opinion leaders should not truncate the fight against corruption. Then on Sunday, they had another press release detailing what it was that had, what they felt were some of the figures that needed to be investigated, and the PDP saying this is provocative. This back and forth, it will seem heated up after your visit to the presidency.
Well, not heated up, but probably what you would say is that some of the things that, because, you know, when you are talking, there are people who will be economical with some of the facts. In the committee, we are privileged to meet with very distinguished Nigerians. And when they speak to us, they bear their hearts out. They don't hide anything. So what came out of this particular scenario, as it were, is that at least there is a clear-cut accusation of use of funds or stolen funds. Now, the APC have now come out to say A, B, C, D. Now, it is left for the accused person or the political party who is accusing to substantiate this particular fact so that all Nigerians could see that the war against corruption is not targeted towards a particular individual, as it were, but rather holistically done so that every Nigerian will benefit from it. At a point in time, we will have been probably shrouded in only newspaper that, yes, there is corruption, there is corruption, there is corruption, but there are no fact figures. And now there are figures coming out. And from this particular figure, we will take it up from there, and then the due process will be followed. And Mr. President has said that he is going to prosecute people using the due process. So now, the point here is this. We are trying to ensure that there is no misgiving whatsoever to send a wrong signal to anybody. But all of us must be united together. And I'm happy at the outburst that come out of this particular visit.
Mr. Tanko, just a moment, if you let me come in here quickly. Did your party, or beg your pardon, did the committee take objection to the statement issued by the APC on Friday, asking opinion leaders not to truncate the ongoing fight against corruption? Did you see that statement on Friday, and did you pick holes in it?
That comes out of the misperception of whatever has happened when we visited Mr. President, which we have now cleared. So there's no any issue as regard to even saying that we would only take exception to it because it did not happen in the first place. So there's no need for us to say that we're taking an exception because it's very, very clear. You have reported it. I am here saying it. So if they say so, it didn't even happen. So we don't even, but as a leader, you are expected to take a lot of things.
So much a moment here again, so much you have tried to clear, which is very important this morning. But does it bother the committee that there's just one sore point that we haven't looked into critically? If only the government would say, if we're ready to fight corruption, let's look out for a particular one that has so many big names within and outside the country. Hashtag Halliburton scandal.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, Suleiman.
Did you get what I mean?
I just heard you mention Halliburton.
Okay, I'll take that again. I'll expatiate more on that. So many Nigerians are worried about this fight against corruption. Some say it just might be selective, as some big names within the ruling party may be spared. And if we really want to go in an all-out fight against corruption, we just might start with one that has always been going back and forth like a yo-yo since 1994. Halliburton scandal that has big names in the United States as well as in Nigeria. Don't you think it's a good starting point for the government?
You could even go beyond that.
No, but Nigerians say, no, let's not go beyond. Let's start with that.
But that would also be selective, you know. But the truth about it,
it's about the outcry from Nigerians and friends of Nigerians. They say they want us to look at that.
No, we can look at everything. I support it 100% because it will bring out a lot of things that a lot of people do not know. A lot of things will be exhumed, and it's good to clean the system. You see, it is very easy to accuse. And then when the whole thing comes up, you will now be amazed to know the people that are actually involved in it from the beginning. So even when we talk about the United States now supporting Nigeria to fight corruption, it will be expected that they too will come clean with regard to the issue of the Halliburton case. And that was why I was saying that there are a lot of cases in Nigeria. We at the point in time, we thrive in corruption and nobody wants to do anything about it. That's why now it's a renewed vigor. I can tell you, Nigerians at the moment now are busy piling up all different petitions and all of individuals. And you will start hearing them. Because how
would you feel? How would you feel if some Nigerians or someone comes up to say some members of any committee, even your committee, has a case to answer when it comes to such as the Halliburton scandal?
You heard me say, even Mr. President has been asked that even if within his own political party, there are people that are being assumed to have, or he said he will persecute them. So why would we talk about the committee when we're talking about even the presidency itself? The committee is just one segment of the society. So individuals and everybody, we are now ready. Everybody is ready. Even in your home, if you are assumed to have stolen somebody's chicken that is not your own, you are supposed to be brought to book. So it's not about a committee now, it's about the whole nation entirely. And the president has alluded to that, and we stand by it.
All right, just before you wrap up, I was just wondering, I mean, before the Peace Committee went for that visit, was there anyone who suggested, or did the Peace Committee get any word from anyone that certain processes or due process was not being followed in all that had gone on so far?
No, normally, we collate informations and positions being raised by individuals, and then we take it up with the principal and in more of saying like an information. But there was never a point in time that probably said that the only thing that people were asking for some of the political parties, especially the PDP, is that the due process should be followed. But they were not against the issue of the anti-corruption war. And that vindicated us when the president said, yes, myself, I'm following this due process. The most important thing is that the war against corruption is total, no retreat, no surrender. And we all applauded. In fact, to tell you honestly, we've never had a meeting with the president that every member of the Peace Committee was so happy with than the last meeting we had with Mr. President. Everybody was happy with the statement made by Mr. President. And we came out feeling very, very happy and all. I was so amazed. But you know how it is when it comes to Nigeria. That's why I'm so happy that Nigerians are watching every individual at the moment.
All right, thank you.
Everything you say and you do, Nigerians are watching and they are ready to react. And I think it's a very good omen. It's now uniting this country so that we can face the issue of nation building.
Dr. Tanko, the National Chairman, Inter-Party Advisory Council, and a member of the National Peace Committee. Thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you very much for having me. God bless Nigeria.
All right, and we'll return in just a moment. We'll have another perspective of this same matter, so don't go away.